My journey has been one filled with question after endless question. Where am I from? Why am I here? Where am I going? As I began to ponder these things, I felt myself floating away, like driftwood on the sea. And I found myself here. Palamecia. A disembodied voice told me that this was a land yearning for hope. Let's see. I wouldn't call this the most scenic of views, but now that I'm here, what's next? Echo? Come on, this isn't funny. Echo, where are you?
Unlike you to get shaken up so easily. Let me guess. Your little fairy friend has abandoned you, hasn't she?
I wouldn't call her a friend so much as a constant thorn in my side.
Then her deceptions have not blinded you. Many blanks have lost their way to spirits like her, but you have a special fire in your eyes.
Your opinion sure swings the way the wind blows. I thought you had given up on me.
I may have said that. I called out for a warrior of light, but no one said that it had to be you in particular. I did not see in you the luster of one who can save the world. And that is why I am here, to guide you, to help you shine as brightly as you can, so that there can be no doubt that you are the warrior of light.
How kind-hearted of you.
Remember what I told you when we first met? You may call me Vox. I will be your guide in this place, and I do hope a most dear companion.
Man, what a bonehead.
Are you talking about me?
No, Vox. Although, you can be boneheaded sometimes too.
Thanks for that. Where were you anyway?
What do you mean? I was right here.
Huh. I thought that you had vanished. Maybe it's because you were quiet for once.
Yeah, I talk too much. Admit it though, you missed me, didn't you?
I cannot feel any light emanating from you.
Tell me something you haven't said.
Do you not wish to regain that lost light of yours?
I guess it could help.
Then kneel down before me, my blank with grand aspirations, and ask humbly, Master Vox, grant me power.
You want him to beg?
I wouldn't mind. Begging is easy. And who knows, maybe this newfound power will let me punch you in the mouth.
I do like you. You're cynical, yet honest. A straight shooter who refuses to put on airs for others.
Thanks.
But remember what happened in that ill-fated battle against Chaos. He is not a weak adversary whom you have a prayer of defeating in a fair fight. You must change your ways if you want to live. You must accept contradictions, oppositions, and inconsistencies. Palamecia is not a land where the complacent can thrive. Light and dark, truth and lies, the two sides of the same coin.
So, now you're offering to teach me things directly, are you? No, You'll just guide me to countless trials to prove myself.
That is the law here. Favors are only granted to those who are willing to fight.
That's simple enough.
But remember the contradictions intrinsic to Palamecia. Fire and water, wind and earth. You must master these oppositions in all the forms in which they manifest. Though you may think it to be unlikely, these very disharmonies will bring change to this simple world.
Sounds more like you.
This is one of the truths you must accept if you wish to save this fragile world. Make it part of you and endeavor to master both sides of the coin. Those who do not but deplore their plight deserve their condition. To enforce change, one must act. Those who do not act are wholly unworthy.
I gotta admit, Vox did say something smart, for a bonehead. Those who do not but deplore their plight deserve their condition. I kinda agree with him. And you?
He's right that complaining doesn't achieve anything. If you want things to change, then you must act. But if you can only act when someone tells you to, you're asking to be used rather than appreciated.
You really are a cynic, you know. I guess it's better than not thinking at all. But don't you think the Warrior of Light needs to be a bit more pure of heart?
The blanks who died fighting chaos were pure of heart too, you know. There were so many of us when I came to on Palamecian shores. How many of us are alive today?
They might be alive, but most of them are lost, I think. They gave up trying to become the Warrior of Light.
I can give up too.
No, you won't! Your name is special, remember? And I chose you!
But of the thousands of blanks, why did you decide to choose me?
Good question. There are still a lot of other blanks with your name out there, you know.
That's right, so why me? Why not pick someone else? I mean, it used to bother me that there were so many others with my name, but not anymore.
It just seemed right at the time, you know? Don't worry, I'm positive that you'll become the Warrior of Light. Eventually.
Eventually, huh? My name isn't the only one present in a prophecy, is it? There are other prophecies that say someone else will become the Warrior of Light, aren't there?
The prophecy's always in flux, yes. But the truth is what you believe in, not what someone else says.
What a prophecy.
Your fairy companion. I cannot see nor hear her, yet I cannot help but wonder, how are the two of you getting along in your travels?
How do you know about her if you aren't aware of her presence?
I hear your voices, some accepting her words, others rejecting them. I presume that she does not think highly of a formless voice such as myself.
No, she respects you more than anything in the world.
What?
Do you mean that as a joke? I am even more powerless than those spirits who are able to exert some influence over the world. I suspect they look down on me. It may be best that I cannot hear them, though I dearly wish I could.
Who's joking now?
It saddens me that you don't believe me. There is no time for you to rest. Your trials are only halfway complete. You must persevere if you wish to regain the light that you recently lost. That is your duty as one aiming to be the Warrior of Light.
My duty? I get to choose what my duty is.
Not something a Warrior of Light would say, don't you think? Do you not remember those blanks who gave their lives in the most recent battle? They all sacrificed themselves for a cause that they dearly believed in. They gave something irreplaceable, their lives, to protect Princess Sarah. And you've taken her, the object of such adulation, from her castle. On a dangerous road, away from her protectors, putting her life at risk.
I didn't take Sarah. She came of her own volition, not at my urging.
I will not mince words. No one will believe you. No one will believe that a chaste and virtuous figure such as she would come with you and ignore her responsibilities as royalty to her devoted people. And, of course, if anything were to happen to their precious princess, they will despise you even more than they despise chaos.
Trust me, I won't let that happen.
Then I cannot but wish you the best of luck. Though I do not envy your position, I must admit that I do envy who you are. After all, Princess Sarah chose you above all the other blanks. A secret love, a bond shared between a doting princess and her faithful knight. A fairy tale come true, is it not?
Don't care.
Deep within your heart, do you truly not? Sarah would be so disappointed if she heard those words. Praise be to the princess. Sarah pines for the day when she can finally walk by your side and see the rest of the world.
Whatever. Tell me something now that Sarah's away. Would chaos come after her?
The prophecy says that the warrior of light will protect the princess from harm.
If it's a foregone conclusion, then what possible reason could there be for me to train so hard?
The warrior of light will protect her, as per the prophecy. But I don't remember you having become the warrior of light. The line between confidence and vanity is not a thin one, my young friend.
Ugh, don't listen to him. He's just trying to confuse you, when both of us know that's supposed to be my job.
Then I suppose Garland was right after all. Most of what Vox bothers to say is of use, the rest is deception and false tales.
Oh, deception and false tales, you say?
You're still here?
I must admit, Garland is an amusing creature. He enjoys spinning tall tales, but I must ask, how much of what he says do you think is of use? I have something I'd like to ask you. Your way here has been rife with peril. Are you sure you walk the right path?
Do you mean the way I live? Or are you going to hand me a map of this place so I don't get lost?
Both, I suppose. Your journey is not anywhere close to over. Perhaps you need a guide, don't you think?
Maybe.
Once these trials are over, Princess Sarah will come join you on your journey. What if you became lost then, and must make camp in a most hostile land? Will you make a princess accustomed to feather beds, sleep on the dirt? Yes, you need a guide. But I doubt that any ruffian you find on the street would suffice. If you are to follow the prophecy, then you need someone versed in the prophecy. Now, Where would such a creature be?
Who knows?
No? Are you afraid to lose our hypothetical guide friend? Just like you lost that misbegotten Moogle.
Don't listen to him! He's taunting you!
Come. You didn't truly care for that Moogle, did you? You didn't act like you did, yet it upsets you. Are you so arrogant that you still think of him as your friend? My apologies. Perhaps I have overstepped my bounds.
No, Vox, you're right. Mog was not my friend.
What?
If someone's your friend, you're supposed to be there for them through thick and thin. I wasn't there when Mog needed me. And I didn't realize exactly what I had lost until he was gone. I don't deserve to be called his friend. And that's all I have to say.
So very much like you, to paint yourself the villain in your story. I am impressed. Your potential is even greater than I have hoped. This pleases me.
You sound exactly like Garland. According to him, I show great promise. You told me you couldn't feel the light in me. Garland seems to think otherwise.
And you believe him? So very unlike you to be so trusting. Don't you think he told you those things so that you would depend on him? So he can use you? That heretic wears ornate armor and weapons. But have you ever seen him use them as more than decorations? What if he only acts your ally, in hopes of gaining something from you? He has nothing but his own interests at heart. I would advise you to think on it carefully. Garland is no more than a swindler, using convoluted claims to shape your thoughts to his liking. He wants you to be his pawn.
Is he talking about himself? That really sounds like he's talking about himself, don't you think?
Hey,
Oh, it's all right. Only you outsiders can hear me, not Vox. That bonehead can't see me nor... Ah!
Vox, what do you think you're doing?
Is something the matter? Lightning is not an uncommon sight in this corner of Palamecia.
Are you sure you can't see her? Or have you been lying the whole time?
I cannot fathom to what you are referring.
Let's be more careful.
Yeah.
Soon you will gain an inner brilliance worthy of the Warrior of Light, a prize quite long in the making. But remember that some will seek to exploit your newfound power for their own ends. They have nothing but their own self-interest in mind.
You mean Garland? You want me to be careful around him. Why is that?
Being careful is wholly insufficient. You must kill Garland. There is no other way to stop his dastardly ways.
What's he ever done to you?
It isn't what he has done to me, but to Palamecia. His continued existence harms the order of this world.
Kill the heretic, no mercy to the unbelievers. Same old story.
You talk to me about mercy. You would not be here if I were not merciful. I could not count the number of times you've defied me.
Then exactly what's stopping you?
You are a handful, true. But that is why you are of great use to me. I want you to stay true to your heart and go where it takes you. That is what I have charged you with. But Garland, on the other hand, he only seeks to use you to further his own goals. He cares not what you want, and only means to claim power for himself. He seeks to stifle your freedom, and that is a crime that brands him a heretic, a brand that can never be removed. He deserves death, not power.
You do realize, of course, that you haven't shown me anything to back up your claims.
I cannot fault you for electing to doubt my words. Question everything and everyone, whatever Garland and your fairy companions say as well.
Even Sarah, should I doubt her too?
That, my friend, is a choice that you must make yourself. Another step toward fulfilling the prophecy. You continue to impress me, despite your missteps along the way.
Are we done yet?
You've only gained a small part of the light that you need. You must prove that you've mastered the disharmonies, the oppositions that comprise this world.
You could have just said no. Eka, I have to ask you again. Are you sure that Vox can't detect your presence?
He shouldn't. Why?
Something's troubling me. The first time we set foot in this place, I lost sight of where you were.
But I was there the whole time.
What if that was one of Vox's many tricks? What if Vox could take hold of my very senses, and he can see and hear you through me? Or worse, what if he could make me hurt you?
What should I do?
Keep your distance, and if you feel something is wrong, run.
Has it ever occurred to you that Vox and I might be in cahoots?
I've considered it. If that were the case, I don't need to worry about Vox hurting you.
It'd also mean I've lied to you.
Don't you always?
You've wrangled the dichotomies and mastered the disharmonies. Your progress is nothing short of astounding. Yet it comes at a price. Garland will stop at nothing to get to you now.
Exactly what does he want from me?
Even if I told you, would you believe my words?
No, you always hide the truth. It's your thing. But I'll listen to your lies. And the opposite of what you say may be true.
Always doubting, I can say with confidence that you've learned.
No choice. There are too many beings in Palamesia who like to twist words to obfuscate the truth.
Yeah, that sucks!
I mean you too.
You seek the truth that none are willing to part with. An interesting goal, and one that perhaps I admire. But I must offer one dire warning. The truth may not be what you imagine it is. The truth is... yes. The truth is akin to an onion.
What's this? Another riddle?
Consider it what you will, but that is the hint I have chosen to give you. If it is answers you seek, then you must first solve this riddle.
Onion. Onion?
The truth is like an onion, right?
What's that mean? What do onions do?
Your eyes water.
So, the truth can make you cry? Like an onion? Does that sound right to you?
Maybe. Onions come from the earth, too. So, the truth needs to be dug up like an onion?
That sounds like it could be right too, but how's this? The truth really stinks. Because you get onion breath when you eat them, huh?
Funny, but likely wrong.
Any connection to the Onion Knight? The truth is the basis of everything, just like the Onion Knight.
So if I change jobs, does that mean I'm turning my back on the truth? I suppose it could be anything.
Maybe that's the answer to this riddle of his.
Do you remember well my words? The truth is like an onion. So, have you found the answer yet? Please, do share.
There's no answer to find.
You concede, then. I expected more of you, given your progress in the trials.
Don't play with me. There is no single answer, is there? You can come up with a multitude of various onion-related facts, and they'd all be correct. If that's what you believe it to be, that is. That's your truth.
You've begun to think and speak as I do. That is a sign of growth. But yes, you are right. People need to believe in something, and need it to be true.
What if I don't believe in anything?
That is your choice, and that is what I advise. You must keep doubting.
Especially you?
I would have it no other way. But remember, truth is an onion. Keep peeling away, layer after layer, to find your truth, and you may end up with nothing at all. Stop before it's too late, and at least you'll have a small bulb of hope remaining at the end.
You tell me to doubt and question, and when I start questioning you, you tell me to stop. Do you even hear yourself?
Perhaps you're right, and I indulge in too much wordplay for my own good. But you see, words are the only weapon I have in my arsenal. I am but a formless voice who cannot affect this world. That is why I have hope. Hope that you will become something more. You will protect Princess Sarah and eventually best Chaos. I believe that you are the one who will save Palamecia. Go forth, warrior of light, and Godspeed on your next journey.
Congratulations! Your trial here is done and done. But there's still more, so you must go on.
I bet that you came up with that one yourself, didn't you? But setting that aside for now, how many more trials can there be?
You ready to give up?
Not nearly. Maybe I've gotten used to how things work here. I'm making progress and I can feel it.
What if you're actually just running circles in the same place?
Even then, felling fiends that stand in my way still makes me stronger, helps me grow.
Aren't we optimistic today? Surprising.
I'm a blank, with no memory or identity beyond one cursed name shared by countless others. All I can do is meet the challenges in front of me, and hope that it all leads to something worthwhile.
Like defeating the big bad and saving the princess? And here I thought you were too cynical to believe in your place here, the prophecy, and the warrior of light.
I don't want to rot like the other blanks.
Hey, that gives me an idea! Let yourself rot, and let chaos eat you! I call it Operation Fatal Indigestion!
I know you fairies lead people to their doom, but come up with something less dumb, huh?